All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock. It looks like it's going to rain here soon. Jim George is in here, affectionately known as Professor Gadget. He's the guy we ask questions about our computers, about our cell phones, about gadgets in general. It can be a simple gadget or perhaps something more high-tech. Good morning, Jim. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. Thank you. A little sore, but I'll live.
And
We're glad you're doing better. That was a huge procedure you had done.
It hurts.
Huge.
But see, thank you for technology, because what you went through, what I'm going through with my leg, the technology from years ago would have made it so much worse in both your case and my case.
You know, they say that cells have a memory. So when I get close to my doctor, they're going to react. Don't touch me, Holly.
I think so. Right. I think you're right.
That's technology right there for you.
That is technology. That's intelligence for your life. It's
that's intelligent design. You're going to do what? I don't think so.
We're walking out of here, Jim, whether you want to or not. We're moving.
We had a technology story yesterday that we brought up to Galen, and it really got him off on setting up. It was the story about how this guy who I don't have it in front of me, so I don't remember his name. But basically, he was one of these guys that is very, very involved with robots. And he predicted that one day we will see robots playing sports that can run faster, jump higher, throw balls farther. And a baseball playing robot, for example, could knock a ball a mile or whatever it would be. Okay. And so I said,
they could fly.
And they could be able to fly or jump 100 feet or
right, catch the ball, yeah.
But can you imagine going to this football game? And so Galen said, no, you got it wrong. It's not going to be physical robots. It's going to be virtual robots on a screen. And so, I mean, I don't know the answer to what it will be. But, I mean, let's just take what I thought it meant. Mm-hmm. And can you imagine that? Can you imagine going to a football game and just watching like Supermen just playing the game?
Nope. I don't think I want to imagine that. First, I'm not a sports person, so it wouldn't really affect me that much. But I can imagine it takes all the personal out of anything.
Well, you might like a beauty pageant.
I might.
Okay, let's go to a beauty pageant.
My wife's not listening.
And none of the women are women. They're all robots.
Ah.
Would you like this? They're not just walking, they're flying. They're hovering over you, showing you their dresses and stuff.
Look at the suspension on that one. Oh, yeah. She can. Never mind. Hey, Dish Network, for those who have Dish Network, they're trying to come up with a solution for Tribune. Tribune has cut them off. That's an off-the-air, let's assume your Channel 2 was a Tribune station. Then you would not have Channel 2 up here. Dish is trying to work it out. And what happens is the off-the-air programmers, it's free to you and I if we put up our own antenna. There's no charge because the public takes care of that, just like PBS. They have advertisers and, everything goes their way. But when a cable system carries Channel 2, then Tribune, if that was a Tribune station, would say you have to pay us X dollars for everybody that watches it. Well, that X used to be 2 cents a subscriber. Cable TV never minded paying 2 cents a subscriber. But in a lot of cases, they had to give those channels away free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like if you wanted the basic service and you were in the university, let's say Gainesville, the first 20 channels are free by Cox. In other words, they're part of a free package. And then, of course, no student's going to be happy with just that, so they're going to then sign up for the extended package, which is going to be the CNNs and the Weather Channel and everything else. Well, they still got to pay for every subscriber, even though they're not even charging for it. So what's happened is that 2 cents became 5 and then became 10, then became 50, and now it's like $2 a subscriber a month.
That's what they did. They ruined it for everybody.
And if you have 10 or 15 or 20 off-the-air channels,
that adds up.
It's like $60 a subscriber, let's say, and you're charging nothing for it because it's part of your basic freebie package.
Wow. So no wonder the cable costs so much.
So what Dish has done is Dish is now giving away free off-the-air antennas. They're saying, fine, what we'll do is we'll start giving away free off-the-air antennas, Now, there are certain places where off-the-air antennas will not be allowed. Let's take, for instance, maybe Pine Run, Oak Run, On Top of the World, Ocala Palms, because the developer does not want antennas all over his project.
Oh, it's a home.
Well, it's got to be on the
A
roof.
homeowners association
Right.
rule.
So
Okay.
if you were in On Top of the World, let's say, and you lost Channel 2, you just lost Channel 2. There's nothing you can do about it.
You couldn't have one of those indoor antennas?
You could, but it would, being Channel 2 and being so far apart, the answer is probably no. But you could go online and subscribe to Channel 2
Oh, okay.
on the internet. So now if you wanted to watch Channel 2, you'd have to have a device that would go from your laptop to the TV so you could watch that channel.
Oh, I see. Right.
But anyway, what a pain in the butt. And but Dish is thinking, maybe the answer is don't carry any more off-the-air channels. Don't carry 2 and 6 and 9, and just give everybody a free off-the-air antenna. It's going to cost us like $20 one time, and we send it to them. Say, here, put up your own antenna. Whatever you get, have with it. And if you still want our service, then fine. Our service is $69.95 or whatever it is, but it won't have those channels on it. And little by little, Dish and Direct are going to start backing away from off-the-air channels that
Really?
are free to you and I.
How about you guys? Do you,
Right
American
now,
Cable?
we're okay. We're a private cable operator, which means we do not pay that type of fee. We pay a lesser fee, but it could go up.
And you have a phone call. Let's take that phone call. Jim George is here answering your questions. I don't think I mentioned, but let me do it real quickly. Jim George is the owner of American Cable Services, which is why he knows a whole lot about cable TV. He's also the owner of Media in Motion. And if you have a computer that needs to be fixed, that's a great place to bring it. Of course, the other things they do there is a mystery to me. Let's take the phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim.
Yes, good morning, everybody, and Jim.
Yes.
You guys were talking about robots before, which is very intriguing to me, and I don't know if I want to live that long in the future to watch a robotic football game or a baseball game, but as far as medicine is concerned, I just recently had a very good friend of mine about a year back had prostate surgery done by a robot, and naturally he was very much concerned about it, and I think one of the questions he asked the doctor is if it had a panic button on it. But it isn't like, they lay you on a table and they press the go button and the doctors go for a coffee and come back an hour later, but they're right there to watch everything. But he had a very successful surgery, and it's unbelievable what they're talking about in the future as far as robots in the medical field.
Exactly. Yep. They have those cameras you swallow now. I guess you've seen, Larry's brought that up, and it goes through all your intestines in your stomach area and comes out the other end, and they can do one or two things. They can collect it and review it, or it wirelessly sends a signal outside your body, and they see it going right through your body, and they go, oh, here's your problem right here.
I know.
I wonder if you could keep that and put it on your TV set and entertain your company with it.
That'd be gross.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's yesterday's chicken.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay, guys, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
Bye.
polyp of the day. Yeah.
Yeah.
The polyp of the day. We have another phone call. Good morning. You're on the air with Jim George.
Good morning, Mr. George.
Good morning.
When the different antennas and stuff like the dish and whatever else started coming out, they were prohibited where I live.
Yes.
And there's some kind of a federal ruling stating that that's interfering with communication and so on and so forth. So now, I see, a lot of the dish or those dish antennas. What are they, about 28 inches across, 30 inches across? And they're on a lot of people's houses because the people wanted the antennas. And they wanted something other than, I guess, cable.
Yeah, there are rulings that came out that the FCC overruled a lot of the developers, but the developer still has discretionary where it goes. For instance, it cannot be mounted to the house. It has to be on its own little pole. It has to be in a certain corner of the house, the whole 9 yards, and that's legal. So the developer can still, because of aesthetics, you don't want potential home buyers driving through a development and seeing towers, antennas, dishes, all over the place. You don't want that. So.
And then my other question with the antennas is, I get a lot of magazines and stuff like that, and I see these things. Oh, you just mount it on the side of the wall, and it looks like a little black rectangle on the on your outside wall, and that's supposed to be able to pick up all the HD stuff. Providing, I guess, it's facing where the transmissions are coming from, but still, it's. I don't know how you can regulate against that, other than maybe they got some kind of new stipulation for the newer subdivisions. But our subdivision had to, abide by the ruling that came out when it first, came out of court.
Yes.
So anyway, very interesting, and who knows? We probably do have robots in our lives already. You got one of those things that goes around sweeping the floor?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Automatic vacuum cleaner. Yep.
All righty. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay dry.
Thank you. Yeah, those planar, PLANAR antennas, you mount those to your window, and you aim them south, and any channel that's coming from the south is received and amplified. But if your window height is, let's say, 6 feet above ground, and there's a house 20 feet from you, it's blocking the signal.
Yeah, right.
So it's an iffy if you can get it.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back. The questions educate us. So if you have one, call Jim. The number is 622-9622. By the way, there's a weather front out there. It looks like it's affecting Dunellen and Cedar Key and Homosassa right now, but it looks like it might spare us, although it doesn't look out that way out the window. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, looking at a mixture of clouds and sunshine with a couple of showers and thunderstorms. Breezy with a high 88 to 92 degrees. Then tonight, clouds will break. Just a shower or thunderstorm around, low 74 to 78. On Saturday, cloudy with a couple showers and thunderstorms. Breezy, high 86 to 90. And Sunday, Father's Day, cloudy with a couple showers and thunderstorms and breezy, high 86 to 90. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Evan Duffy.
This week, it's time to salute Dad, and a wonderful green gift from Bob Wine's Camellia Gardens is the perfect way to do just that. Bob has a buy one, get one on crepe myrtles, and selections include your favorite colors like pink, hot pink, dark red, many more, starting at just $9.99, and it's a BOGO. Dwarf ever-blooming red ruffle azaleas still just $2.99. Hummingbird and butterfly plants, many to choose from, $5.99 to $9.99. Better yet, a gift certificate for Dad's Day just can't be beat because it's from Bob Wines. See the Bob Wines ad including all the Dad's Day specials at bobwinescameliagardens.net. Come see us this week. Bob Wines Camellia Gardens, 2610 Southeast 38th Street, Ocala, just a mile east of 441. Daily till 4, Saturday till 3, same place since 1952.
That was the sound of a tree falling. It could be your tree. You're going to have it trimmed, but never got around to calling Pride Tree Service. It could have fallen in a field, and now all you have to do is call Pride Tree Service, and they'll have it quickly out of the way for a great price. But don't wait until the tree falls. It may not fall in the field. It may hit your car, your house, or worse. So call Pride Tree Service today and avoid all those headaches before they happen. Pride Tree Service, 572-2510. That's 572-2510.
Hi, this is Brad. I want to take a moment to talk about a serious issue. In the next 5 years, the aviation industry is projected to have a shortage of commercial pilots. Now is the time to start training. Ocala Flying Club has started a scholarship for the youth of Marion County ages 17 to 24. The club will donate up to $4,000 towards a pilot's license. This will help get the student on their way to obtaining their commercial pilot license. If this sounds like something you would be interested in, or if you know someone that would be, please contact Ocala Aviation Services, 861-7484.
WWWOCA,
All right, 20 minutes after 9 o'clock, and it does look overcast, but I was looking at the Weather Channel map, which is how us amateur weather guys do this. Radio weather guys, we just steal from other people. And I mean, it looks like it's really happening in Dunellen and really in Cedar Key and Homosassa, but it's like skirting us. It's not really going to be too bad here. And in either case, it's going to be gone like in a couple of hours. So
Yes.
whatever that weather is out there right now. Jim George is here. We're talking about technology and TV reception, et cetera. And you've told me for a long time to get one of those antennas, and I think I will. 40-something channels, you think, huh?
Oh, easy.
See, because all I really want right now, the weather. I would love a local channel that shows me the weather.
Yeah. But
know-
see, like if you had it and you got channel 2, you would also get 2.1 and 2.2.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. See, I haven't had an antenna in so long. I forgot about that they do that.
Right, and so you would have the standard definition version of it, the high definition version
And
of
what
it.
do they do on those 2.1 and 2? What is
Well, they
the
have
programming?
other channels. So they'll have, I think it's channel 9 that has 9.3, which is 24 hours a day weather. It's 24 hours.
Really?
Yeah, and it's got the cameras that look on the roads. And it shows you it's changing always and showing you this is looking down this street, this is looking down that street. So if I-4 is coagulated, for lack of a better term, it will show you why. It show you, and it gives you the weather, it gives you all that local information.
And it's all part of WESH?
And it's all part of that. It's all part of and there's no cost to you as a homeowner. You just put
It's just an antenna like in the old
put
days.
the antenna up and you're done.
See, we're old enough to remember the Save
Right.
Free TV campaigns.
Yes,
Remember that?
Exactly.
Before cable came out, and they were saying they were going to come out. People were saying, Save Free TV.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but it didn't happen.
Well, yep, that's true. But anyway, if you aim it north, you'll get channel 20. You aim it towards Dunellen, you'll get channel 11, and all these other channels that are repeaters. So if there's a channel south of Orlando that's weak, they pick it up here. They repeat it, and then they send it.
How much is that?
About $46 for an antenna.
Nice.
And how about when inclement weather comes? Does it scramble the signal where you don't have the TV?
Yeah, the problem with digital is that you either have it or you don't have it. They call it pixelating, where it breaks
That's what they
up
say
in a
about
little-
charisma.
Okay.
You either have it or you don't have it.
Yeah, could be. So anyway, but it's normally there all the time. Yeah. And plus, if you're aiming it towards Orlando for channel 2 and it starts pixelating because it's raining between here and Orlando, you can turn it to channel 11, which is over by Dunellen, which is a repeater for channel 2. So you can still watch it.
How many people use their computers for anything really more than, like, I don't know, like Facebook? And people don't use their computers for... There's some high-tech things you can do with computers, but most people don't use them for that. They use them for entertainment purposes.
Right. Well, Galen said yesterday his children don't even
communication.
watch TV, right? They do everything on their computer.
Right, exactly.
Doing Netflix and doing Facebook
video
and doing
games.
everything, right? And YouTube.
And you have a phone call coming in. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air with Jim George.
Good morning. This is Sonny again. Talking about all this with the antennas, etc. However, we get our TV sent to us, it doesn't matter. But you know, you're with American Cable. How does your system work as opposed to
Yeah, really.
say Dish and all that? And I would like to hear about that because I live like across the highway from Ocala Palms, and I'm just curious. You know, we never hear about your system, and I'm very interested. I'll hang up and listen. Thank you.
Well, the system in Ocala Palms is a closed loop system. In other words, it's a private cable system. So it's similar to Cox, Comcast, Bright House, in every respect. Same channels, same internet speeds, same phone, same everything, but it's only inside of Ocala Palms. If we were to leave Ocala Palms and cross the street, then we would have to pull a franchise. We would have to pay a franchise fee to the government, and then the government would in turn pay a fee back to Marion County for us to have the usage of crossing State Road 27 or the usage of crossing this or crossing. As long as we stay on the private property of a development, and that's the same way Pine Run is, Oak Run is, Spruce Creek, on top of the world, they're all private cable systems. They do the same thing, but they're inside a gated community or a private development. What the new cable company we're developing is going to do is it's going to work over the internet. So as long as you have internet in your home, I don't care if you're in Alaska, you could still watch TV. and it will be just like changing a channel normally on your TV. You won't have to type in NBC and then go to NBC and then watch them. You just change channel up or down or whatever. It'll have electronic programming guide where you can see what's on next. You can go to a certain channel and hit record, and it will record it even though you're out of the house. And right now we're shooting for between 4 to 6 channels that you can record at one time and still watch any channel you want to. But in reality, you could record every single channel. It's just that it's how much recording space I can build in my office. And that's how my system works differently.
This is maybe a dumb question, but can you take a snapshot from a TV screen like you get a screenshot from a computer? Can you do that on TV?
You can, but it depends what it's running through first. In other words, if you took your antenna and ran it straight to your TV, then that's what it is. It's straight to the TV. If you ran it through a VCR first, where you could record.
Oh, I see. Then you could snap it.
And if you had a digital video recorder, because remember the channels you're going to get off the air are going to be digital, then you could pause that frame. And since it's got a DVR capability, it has a CD capability.
Right.
You could record that segment or that snapshot, yes.
Just in case, you have like the Christmas parade. Hey, there's Johnny. Snap.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Instead of watching the whole 3-hour thing.
Right, exactly.
Right, just as you can go frame by frame by frame, you go to that frame and you hit save or you hit send, and you send that frame to your Kindle, or you send it to whatever you want to send it to. Yeah, no, technology today is just too powerful.
There was one, I think this was a technology thing. It says, Swiss scientists have developed an implantable capsule that they say could stop Alzheimer's disease.
That's pretty fascinating.
How about that for some technology?
That's pretty fascinating.
Some kind of a capsule they put into the mice. I don't know how they know that mice have Alzheimer's disease.
They're probably giving off some kind of drugs or something.
I don't know.
Like capsule.
I know that a friend of mine, he's in China right now, but he had a good friend that had Parkinson's disease. And as I kept meeting him over the years and meeting his friend, the guy shook so much he literally could not even feed himself. They had to have people feed him. And he went up to the Mayo Clinic, and the Mayo Clinic operated on his brain and took out something in his brain or added something to it. Make a long story short, he no longer has the shakes. He walks perfectly. He doesn't need a cane or anything. Has no speech impediment.
Wow!
And he's part of a band now. He's like 80 years old, and he's in like the Villages area, and he's part of a group that sings.
Is that right?
Oh gosh!
Wow!
So the guy went from literally
falling apart.
Yeah, falling apart to being a useful part of it. All because of one operation at the Mayo Clinic.
Gosh.
Here's another. Brain cancer patients might benefit from an implantable ultrasound device that appears to enhance chemotherapy treatment. So that's another technology for health. It's an implantable thing that has ultrasound on it. Isn't that amazing? When I had that thing done on my leg, that's how they do it. They look at, not with an X-ray, but with an ultrasound. They're just looking. It sounds like it says flammable.
Yeah, it does.
Every time my blood passes through it, right?
Yeah.
Flammable. I said, oh my gosh, I better stop smoking.
Well, in your system, though, Jim, you're going to have a variety of programs.
Yes. Yeah, we actually can pick up Cuba right now, and Dish announced today that they're going in Miami to pick up Cuba, and they're going to not have any news or any political commentary. They're only going to pick up the 2 or 3 Cuban channels. They're going to massage those channels so that they're strictly music and culture and that kind of stuff, and they're going to add them to their system. They're going to charge $25 to $30. They don't have an exact fee yet of how much they will charge for that one channel. You can get the Cuba channel by putting up your own dish if you wanted it.
Yeah.
Is it true they have a show called the Trace Cuban Stooges? Have you heard of that? The 3 Cuban Stooges?
I got it.
Today's Cuban Stooges.
Yeah.
Jim, how do we get a hold of you if we need to fix our computer or get some information?
Yeah. 895-9795.
Call us if you need that, or
894-9795.
Yes. Okay.
That's the wrong number.
894-9795.
I'm looking.
Call us if you need it repeated, and also
that's what happens when you're in pain.
Also, share the video we just made. It'll be benefiting to somebody. We'll take a little break. Be right back. Thank you, Jim.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The investigation into the Orlando